Okay, so bear with me, guys. This is my first attempt at a tutorial and a voiceover at the same time. I wanted you to see that I chose a marker for this Viking's face that was a little bit too yellow and caused him to look jaundiced. So I wanted you to be able to see the process in using my pencils to make that a better color for him. My pencils of choice on this are Prismacolor, and they're a wax-based pencil. So the main thing to remember is that with a wax-based pencil, you need to keep a light touch. If you bear down, you're going to make the wax get warm and bloom, and then it's going to seal your paper, and you can't blend and layer the colors. And then you won't be able to change the tones. If you do happen to bear down a little too hard, you can erase it and open the pores of the paper back up so that you can then again start with a lighter touch with the pencils. So I started with some pink, and then this kind of dusty rose color to try to start bringing some pink skin tone into his skin. Anytime I got a little too heavy, I would use the eraser and back off a little bit and then come back into it. And right now I'm just kind of working the shadows and the little creases in his skin with this dusty pink kind of color. And you can't forget the ears, and with a grayscale, you just work your shadows as much as you work your lights, because the shadows are just as important. Anywhere you see a pause in the video, there were areas where I was searching for different colors and stuff like that. I just took those out, but you're seeing the whole coloring process in this video. I'm switching back and forth between kind of a lighter dusty pink and a dark dusty pink, just trying to put some more blood into the skin tone so that he looks less yellow. Here I switched from using the dusty pinks. Now I've picked kind of a reddish brown, and I'm working in the shadows, darkening the shadows with a reddish brown. That's going to put more of a masculine skin tone to him. I don't use so much brown when I'm working with the ladies. And you can see I'm just going back and forth in the shadows. I'm using a really light touch, and I'm using kind of like a circular motion, just very gently circular motion in the shading, in the shaded areas. And you can just keep layering the colors one on top of each other. You see there I switched back to a pinkish color to make sure that I wasn't getting too brown in the shadows. And now I've gone back in with a white, so I'm taking the white over top of everything in the very lightest places on his face to really bring the highlights in and lighten up the lightest areas. And I'm just keep layering the colors and just gently one over top of each other until I get the tone that I'm looking for. You can see the colors I'm using there. I got a brown, a light pink. And it's one of those trust the process things. You just kind of keep layering and layering. If you don't like something, erase it, and then you can add more on top. But you can see now that he's getting less and less yellow and looking more and more like a well skin tone. So I hope this gives y'all a little bit of assistance in not panicking when you get a color that you're not happy with, that, with your pencils, you can definitely make some big changes in tone and adjust and end up with something that you didn't think you could get. And just keep working those colors. In the end, I was really satisfied with the skin tone I ended up with. I think it was a very masculine, beautiful skin tone for him. Thanks, you guys. See you later.